Here on the Nordschleife, Sim Racing Expo teamed up with Xbox and Vodafone to bring us a very special event. This is the German YouTuber Izzy, and he is about to go against Michael Bartels. A head-to-head race between a virtual and a real-world driver. The task? One lap around the fabled Nordschleife. But since this is a promotional event, first of all, some camera shots need to be done. So Michael goes off with the camera car right behind him. What seemed to be an eternity, eventually he came back and it was time for the BMW Z4 to change some tires so that it gets race ready. Michael then took another lap around the Nordschleife to warm up the tires. And then the race was on.
Yeah.
And off he goes. At the same time, Izzy was making the lap round with the Xbox rig. While spectators were watching, like Aleksi here, the guy in the cap, who will go next. But let me rewind real quick. Do you see this guy in the jeans jacket in the back? Well, keep him in mind because I will come back to him later. Izzy was struggling a little bit with technical difficulties. The screen went blank and that didn't help him really in this corner. But the Vodafone part, the live streaming part, went much better. As you can see here, the visitors were able to watch the race live as it was streamed to YouTube. Remember the guy in the jeans jacket? See how he looks intensely at Izzy? Well, guess what? That is the race instructor for Izzy, because with his headphone he gives instructions to Izzy and helps him out get around the Nordschleife. Because although Izzy is a YouTuber and Let's Player, his specialty is not really racing. But for that, he did quite well. Nevertheless, of course he wasn't able to beat a real-world champion like Michael Bartels. And while the two were giving interviews, Aleksi was getting ready for his turn. Now Aleksi is a professional sim racer from Team Redline. It was really interesting to see how he would do against Michael Bartels. The start, however, was a bit confusing. The commentator thought that Aleksi was already driving while Michael was still waiting. He looked around, said, "Hey, he's already driving." Asked for instructions and then thought, "Oh, what the heck, I'm just gonna decide for myself that I will start this race in 3, 2, 1, go!" With me on the track was Pablo GoPro Lopez, and he explained what actually happened.
They started early with the real car, but Aleksi managed to put a spin with the style and made the thing perfect.
And what a perfect fit it was. For a while, Michael and Aleksi were going side by side across the Nordschleife. It was really fascinating to see that in the live stream, and all the spectators were very fascinated as well. Meanwhile, Aleksi was really concentrating on getting a clean lap around the Nordschleife, while the spectators both watched him and the live stream as he was going side by side. Would he be able to beat Michael? When Michael came back, it was not 100% clear who actually won, but it was clear that it was a very close race. As the crowds cheered, it was obvious that everybody thought that was a really great show. Afterwards, not only the official guys were able to get interviews, but I was able to talk to Aleksi as well.
Have you tried Forza 6 before?
I tried it today, first time. I did 2 laps on Sim Expo, and it was a different simulator, so it was really hard to just jump in and drive, but I took it easy and it went well.
When the race started, you said you weren't ready. What happened there?
Well, the game starts from the first sector, so I should have turned the car back and drive here, where the actual car was. So we would have started next to each other, but the car already went, so I just turned the car back and waited a couple seconds, because I thought then we will be equal again to start the race, and it went well.
So how was the race itself for you?
Well, the driving was good. I didn't push too much because obviously you don't want to crash, but it went well. First sector, 2 sectors, I took it really easy, and then I started to push a little bit more, and I don't know, I was already feeling relaxed and started to feel the car better. It was actually really good, and Forza went well.
Did you have any information of where your opponent was?
No, I had no idea.
Was it a surprise for you when you came down the long straight virtually and you looked back and there was actually
Yeah, actually I wanted to look back because I heard the car, and I wanted to see how close it is, and it was close.
What is your next challenge, your next thing that you want to do in sim racing?
Well, actually I drive iRacing.com simulator in Team Redline, so I compete on the World Championship level, and we have few races this year left, and I will race those, and then I also drive Finnish Sim Racing Championship in Finland, and 2016 will be new season in the World Championship. We have a new car, McLaren F1, the new one, and then it will be exciting.
It truly will be. Thank you, Aleksi, for the interview. Cool thing that you won, I think. And good luck with the rest of the season. Kiitos.
And that marks the end of a very cool experiment where a real-world racing champion goes head-to-head against a sim racer.